Okay, hi and welcome to Meet the Professionals, a series where we talk to various people from various industries to find out what it's like in their job role and their sector, and to give you a bit more information in case you're looking into getting into that industry. Today I'm with Zara, who works in the performing arts industry, and I thought we could start off, Zara, by you sort of telling me a bit about your job. And I know you own your own business, it'd be great if you could tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, of course. I run Koala Kids Parties. It's a children's entertaining company. I started it last March, so we're a year old, and we basically dress up. I basically dress up as a character, themed character, whether it's Elsa, Anna, a pirate, Power Ranger, and we run children's birthday parties on the weekend.
Oh, okay, amazing, cool. And is there a team of you, or is it just you?
So it's just me at the minute. I previously worked for a company, so how I first sort of began my love for entertaining and things was actually at Farnborough College of Technology.
Okay.
The company actually sent an email to one of the tutors, and the tutors spread it around, and it was like, does anyone want to do this? It sounds really cool. I was like, yeah, go for it. So I did work with a team of entertainers there, but I haven't got to the stage where I've managed to get my own entertainers, but that is coming, fingers crossed.
Yeah, no, definitely, that sounds amazing. So, I mean, you mentioned that you mentioned that you went to Farnborough College. So qualifications, you know, if someone's looking at sort of getting into the performing arts industry and things like that, what qualifications would they need to sort of get into that industry?
So, to be honest, you don't really need any academic qualifications or anything. You need to be enthusiastic, you need to be bubbly, you need to have a passion for working with children and performing, you need to be confident. Yeah, so I did the whole qualification thing. I went to university, but I wouldn't necessarily say that you need qualifications.
Oh, okay. What would you say is your favourite aspect of your job? Like, what do you wake up in the morning and think, oh, I can't wait to do that?
Oh my goodness, it's just seeing the faces of the children. So you turn up dressed as their favourite character and they're just like, oh, and they actually believe it's you, and the smiles on their faces, the parents, the feedback, it's just the loveliest job in the world.
Oh yeah, sort of having that, like you're sort of saying about being enthusiastic and things like that, and then having that kind of rapport must be really lovely. And for them to think you're a princess must feel amazing.
Yeah,
I was going to ask what skills you need for your job, but you sort of have already covered that. So I'll sort of go to, what have you kind of picked up from being in this role? You know, sort of any skills you've learned from being in this industry.
Improvisation is huge. So you will obviously in performing arts, that's what you've got to do. You get taught how to improvise, but it's so different when you're put in front of a kid and a kid is like, well, do your ice powers then. Like, you've got to improvise a story, you've got to have the backstory in your mind. So it's putting in script writing, it's putting in all of the performance aspects into one party, which is just so much fun.
Yeah, nice. And what made you become sort of a performer and kind of getting into this industry? What made you want to become, getting into children's parties and things like that?
Well, I'd probably say drama in general. It was definitely my drama teacher at school. Secondary school, I was just like, yeah, that's it. So I went to Farnborough College of Technology, absolutely loved it. The tutors were amazing. They sort of lead you in the way, and that's when I thought I've discovered children's theatre. So I've done a lot of children's theatre, and then obviously getting that email and sort of experiencing children's entertaining. At uni, I suddenly clicked. I was like doing loads of children's theatre performances, but I thought the way to sort of make money, although children's theatre, you've got to think about your future and you've got to think about your life. And I was like, well, why not combine both? A bit of children's theatre and the passion for entertaining, combine it together and create your own business. So that's what
perfect. Nice. Yeah. What would you say is most challenging about your job? Sort of something that's a bit more sort of tricky to navigate or sort of deal with?
I feel like from an entertainer's perspective, it's just tricky. You get thrown into situations and you've just got to deal. You've got to be so good at problem solving right there on the spot. You've got little kids that are looking up at you and you need to be able to just get there. From a business owner sort of aspect, I'd probably say starting up, marketing, advertising, that's something to really focus on, because that's really tricky, really hard. Found that
yeah, okay. And sort of just having those extra skills, like say for marketing and management and things, you know, then turn and make a business of your own like you've done. So that's really great. What's your biggest achievement from sort of, obviously the company itself is definitely a big one, but what are you proud of?
don't know. I'm proud. I'm proud of how far it's come in a year, and how far it's come within lockdown, because we are obviously in lockdown at the minute. I don't know, by the time this video gets played, we might be out of it, but it's sort of adapting to tricky situations, because we've now gone all virtual. So I'm doing video messages and from characters, but also like managing to get into paper and front pages at local newspaper. It's just like little things like that that just make it all worthwhile.
Yeah, definitely. And it's sort of those little things for you that kind of, it's happening, you know, and you sort of see it, makes it a bit more like, that's amazing. What advice would you give someone who is thinking about getting into the performing arts industry, and, you know, generally, and then in particular thinking about going down sort of the kids party route?
I'd say absolutely go for it. It's everyone's absolute dream. Like, if you've got a dream, follow it. And if you're willing to take risks and to break down all the barriers in your way, I know cheesy as it is, but if you're willing to do that and you're going to work that hard, then, you know, it's going to work for you. If you're the sort of person that, I might do that later, I might try that in a year's time, it's not going to work. You need to do it now. You need to think of a plan and you need to get it done.
Yeah, nice.
It's hard to get into that mindset. Trust me, it took me a long time.
Yeah, that determination. And then, like you say, once you start to see things happening and sort of making a difference, and it's like, yes, you know, it's working. Where do you see your company in a year's time? You know, obviously coronavirus and things going on, but how do you sort of see it progressing? What are your hopes?
I'm hoping to have at least 2 entertainers. So after this, I'm hoping there's going to be a spike of everyone wanting to celebrate and all the birthdays that I missed. So there's going to be massive bookings, fingers crossed, so that I can sort of hire entertainers and sort of spread the word even bigger. Because at the minute, I only am physically able to do 4 parties a weekend. So I want to be able to do 16. So I've got loads of different entertainers doing loads at the same time. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, definitely. And kind of, how do you, again, obviously with Corona, and that will change your method of communication, but how did you sort of get your business out there? Was it through advertising, Facebook? Was it sort of word of mouth? How did you kind of get your name out there?
It's mainly social media, so Facebook and Instagram, like hugely important for me. All the mummies groups, because sending that out, mummies, you know, they need it for their children, and also just word of mouth, speaking to people. I'm a nanny as well, so I'm a part-time nanny, so I can talk to the children at school, I can hand out flyers, and speaking to the local community, like the butchers or the fruit and veg store, and giving some flyers. It's all about creating that sort of rapport with people.
Yeah, definitely. It's sort of, a very personal industry, isn't it? Because you're sort of going to parties and celebrations, so you want to kind of have that really nice relationship. So nice. Where do you see, obviously you sort of mentioned about your business sort of personally, but where do you see the performing arts industry and children's entertainment in general? Where do you see it going in sort of 5 to 10 years? And the reason I ask that is obviously a lot of people, if they're starting off now, the industry now may be very different. Lots of industries, you know, sort of come into AI and things are going to change, you know, with technology. What differences I won't hold you to this, but what differences can you sort of see coming in the next years or so?
Oh my goodness, I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I reckon, I don't know, I think focusing more on technology and maybe bringing that into parties and getting them sort of really immersed without using I'm very imaginative based, but maybe companies actually bringing them in to sort of the castle and using technology and AI and all that. I can see it exploding, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with that. I'm not technology minded. Struggling to do the Zoom.
We're like, we're here, yeah. No, I mean, I hadn't thought of that actually. Sort of, you know, with VR headsets and things, they could be, like you say, in Elsa's castle or whatever, and you guys are there doing it. That could be really amazing. Okay, well, Zara, just kind of closing thought, what would you know, last piece of advice or sort of any kind of food for thought you'd like to give people who are, again, thinking about getting a job in this industry and sort of doing something like you do?
Just do it. Be realistic and be open to the future. So don't think you're just going to jump into an acting role. Just have a goal, think about it, but go for it. Go for it. Whatever you're thinking, go for it.
Nice. Okay. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me just now, Zara. That was really, really useful. If you have any questions leave them in the comments, and myself or Zara, I'm sure will lend a hand with getting back to you. Any questions about the industry or her job in particular would be great. And yeah, thank you for watching.